Um, Liam, after 9 games in October, Saturday, Tuesday, it must have been nice to have a week of training.
Yeah, it was a really hectic period. Relentless, obviously, for the staff as well as the players. So yeah, it was good. We gave the lads Monday off. I thought given the volume of games, the volume of meetings, the intensity of the work, I thought it was a good opportunity to give an extra day's rest. So we had Sunday, Monday off, and then we've come in and worked hard in training this week, which has been welcomed. It's been nice. It's been good. It's felt different to go out and take a session with 20 players. You don't obviously get a huge amount of opportunity to do that over October. So the lads are obviously in a good spot from the week we had last week, and it's that with then the training this week, and the excitement of an FA Cup game. It's now about making sure that we go into the game ready tomorrow.
So the squad's in good shape by the sound of it.
Yeah, we got a few back. So T and Mo are a lot closer, and then Josh Coyote, JJ's picked up he's got nothing major, a slight ongoing knee issue that we're just managing at the minute. So he's going to be out for a little while. But apart from that, and a couple of sicknesses, we've had a few that have been sick this week. Apart from that, yeah, the rest are in a good spot.
Does this cup game give you an opportunity to give Mo more game time?
Yeah, well, I think it's a balance, right? I think with the progress, the starting lineup, we obviously kept the team the same, Charlton and Cheltenham, and then obviously not having a midweek game. There's an element of there's a balance, right, of keeping a level of consistency to it, but also providing opportunities. And we know Mo's going to be a massive player for us, as is Tene as well. So I think we've got Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. So across the 3 games this week, we'll definitely be looking to get them some minutes.
And 2 cup games in 4 days, and important ones as well. You obviously want to stay in the FA Cup, and if you win the League Cup one, then you never know who you'll get.
Yeah, no, it's the month looks like that. Frustrated a little bit. It's mad the month when you look at it. We've got 2 league games in November, which is just it didn't happen at all obviously last season. So most of the games this month are cup competition. So it brings obviously a different feel, a different challenge. But ultimately what it comes down to is us, our behaviours, our attitude and approach to the game. And then when we step on the pitch, it's being brave, stepping up and playing how we want to play the game.
You must have been not only just the 2 games, but before that, I think you've conceded 1 goal in the last 4 games. If you can get your defence right, you can sort of push on from there.
Yeah, the performance has been a lot better. Even I know we conceded 4 against Plymouth, but in terms of when you look at the types of goals, a lot of it was from things that we can control, and I think that's the biggest bit. We've improved a lot defensively and open play. Touch with set pieces as well, and I think that has to be the foundations. You have to be hard to beat. You have to be compact. You have to control certain spaces on the pitch. You have to defend from the front, and I have to say, I think we've really progressed at that as a group over the last couple of weeks. We look a lot more solid, and we have to keep working at it. It's not something that is habit just because you've done it well in 2 or 3, 4 games. We have to consistently each week now be difficult to beat and be well organised and disciplined defensively, and then you get that platform right. It then allows us to hopefully go and control the game with the ball like we want to.
Taunton, they're 3 divisions below you, 16th in the National League South. What do you expect from them?
An extremely difficult game. I think the strong side, physical side. I think to get this far speaks volumes for how good they are as a side. I think it's like I said, it's the beauty of the FA Cup, right? The opportunity to come here. I think it's important that we understand what the potential dangers are. So we've done our work on them as I'm sure they've done on us, and it's making sure now that we go into the game with the right mentality, the right focus, the right discipline, and control us, concentrate on us, and deliver the game plan that we want to in order to be successful.
I never like it when I hear people question managers about avoiding complacency, because I can't believe any player would even consider that or even think about it beforehand.
No, and it's a big part. A big part of our culture is, every single day, not just in games, come in and do the best you can. I think that's the ultimately what you have to do every single day. And I think it's if you don't practice it every day, it becomes more difficult to turn it on and off in games. Whereas what we work really hard to try and drive here is a culture of you have to max out every day. You have to be the best version of yourself every day. You have to. And that starts with the behaviours for me. So intensity, focus, discipline, bravery are the key things that we talk around that. whether it's an FA Cup game, whether it's an FA Cup final, whether it's a Champions League game, a League One game. The behaviours that you need to, to deliver have to be maxed out in every single game that you play in. And that's to be in you, I think, as a person. You have to just ultimately want to compete and win and be the best you can every single anything you play at. I'm like it with my 4.5-year-old. Whatever we play, I still want to beat him.
Sounds a bit like me.
Yeah.
Do you know much about their manager, Rob Dre, I think it is, or any of their players?
Yeah, we know bits. To be fair, we've done our research. We've looked at obviously their previous games. It's a little more challenging to get hold of the footage, but we've got enough, and we've done our research to know what threats they've got. They're a well organised side that bring dangers that we've looked into. So we provide that information to the players, and create the game plan that allows us to execute what we need to in order for us to go and dominate the game how we want to play.
You can imagine them, coming to a stadium like Stadium MK, which we sometimes forget just how good it is. But it's seriously impressive. And those players, the Taunton players, it's going to be a big day for them.
Yeah, of course, totally get it. I think it's and that's the beauty of the FA Cup, right? I think providing these opportunities. So I think there's so much around it. I think what it actually boils down to, like I keep banging on around, is the behaviours that you need to be successful. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. My energy goes into making sure the group have had the information they need, that they're prepared, they're set up with the correct information and the correct game plan, and then ultimately, getting them in the right frame of mind to go and execute that. And I think that's the work that we've done this week. And terrific opportunity for Taunton. Great stadium, great occasion, but ultimately it comes down to what happens in the 95 minutes on the pitch.